Hello, welcome to Tips on Content Creation Season 1 Part 3. So please, if you've not watched Season 1 Part 1, Season 1 Part 2, please check it out. Yeah, just click and watch before you come back to this one, because it's going to help you to join all the points, because it's a continuation. So the first thing today is that retention is very important. So when we talk about retention, it has many aspects. The first aspect is what kind of content do you bring? Does it have the capacity to add value to people's life, and then that can motivate people to always check back, like to be retained, to check back. The other aspect, that is on the aspect of the viewers. Then on the aspect of the creator, how have you strategized yourself so that you can be consistent? Because there are times that creators just disappear after a long time. They didn't even post. So you will see that some followers or some subscribers, they will be discouraged to keep following. Some people will be this one don't disappear for a long time, we didn't even see how far. So that is something on the aspect of the creator that you should do, to ensure that your audience is not wondering what happened, like you just disappear for no reason. Now let's talk about how often you should post. It all depends on you. A lot of people say things that you should post a certain number of days for the algorithm to recognize you and all of that. It depends. It depends on you. If you can make it 3-4 times a day, is okay. If there are, in fact, most YouTube channels, a lot of those ones that have niches, I've seen the ones that say new video every week, like that. So it all depends on how you want to strategize yourself, and it should be something that is smart. Smart means specific, measurable, accurate, realistic and time bound. However you want to set it, you try to meet up that your target. Now let's talk about honest conversation about money. Yes, content creation requires money, because when you start posting, if you want to be consistent with uploads, so like if you were the type that doesn't buy data, you will have to, because most of the editing apps, they need internet when you're editing, so you may have to step up how much you're doing your internet subscription. And part of the process of content creation is that people aim for improvement. They want to improve, maybe get some accessories or change device, something like that. So you also see that you invest, and a lot of time you have to research. You can't do most of these things without data. So you see that it is investment, it is time. And the truth is, a lot of people think you will start earning immediately. Most times it's not like that. So like sometimes it takes time, but nobody knows when it will be. So you just keep doing. You keep putting on value here, because even eventually when you will start earning, my dear, if you check it from the time that you started, how much you have invested, God, is huge. Is huge. And the truth, what I have seen from some people that I know, it's usually residual income. It's residual income. It's not like bish every time. It can help you to take care of some needs, but may not take care of everything. That's why I said it in the previous videos, that even your biggest creators that a lot of them still have other sources of income. They don't rely on the ones they get from content creation alone. Now, I want you to understand that everything doesn't work for anybody. So I know this year I'm talking about content creation now, but if you check some of the things I've said here, it applies to other aspects of life. how you can progress, how you can stay consistent, how you should not be scared, and all of that. Yeah, it's okay if you don't want to be doing content or to put out something in the media space. Yeah, it's okay. Everything doesn't work for anybody. Yeah, like I said it the other day, some people just start with a niche, but some other persons don't want to start with a niche. Yeah, so just know the one you want to follow and then stay focused. And then if you ever consider to readjust, I mean, nothing is bad about that. So yeah, I said it in the other video, nobody really cares, so don't be scared. Don't be scared, just do your best. I mean, nobody is perfect. Even when you are starting and you are not so perfect, with time there is always room for improvement. Then I want to talk about let's talk about the motivation on content creation. Yeah, people are always looking out to the success, and I believe that everybody can be successful, but there is a but. The but is anchored on two things from my own perspective, because number one, I believe consistency. Yeah, so there's a quote that says winners never quit and quitters never win. So if you have already quitted and you stopped being consistent, forget it when it comes to winning. Yeah, it's like that. So consistency can take you there. And then it's not just about being consistent, improving. Yeah, commitment to improving. You commit yourself that you keep improving. You see, the other day I was just saying it, when it comes to the health sector, somebody that has stood out for me in my own assessment as regards creating content in Nigeria and in the Nigerian medical space is a Proko doctor, and the way he brings the comedy and all of it to pass a point. If you check his videos years back, it wasn't always like that, but he improved over time. I mean, people like how he passed message, even with the Nkechi and what Nkechi and what. That's so. But you see now, if we have a lot of good people like that, we have the nurses, we have the doctors, we have the physiotherapists, we have the lab scientists, they will be able to pass more knowledge on health. Yeah. So that is why I'm doing this series. Let us have more people that can, because I've seen that social media now is like a small world that can bring people closer even when they are far. So it's important for us to have more creators. So now I talked about commitment to improving. Yeah, this is very important. You have to commit yourself to improving. Yes, if you want to get to that success level. So when it comes to improvement, there are a lot of things like having a better camera, then presenting better. This one I'm relating to myself. I remember the first video that I did. You can scroll down to see when I did that food content on orange juice. If you even compare how I was speaking in that voiceover, it's not the way I speak now. Because that was the first voiceover upload that I did. Then research better. Yeah, I also have like, you have to improve how you research and all of those things, how you bring in those research points when you are communicating in the content. So the next thing is camera quality. Yeah, it helps a lot. The quality of your camera, it has an effect on the quality of your content, but that is not an issue. Over time, we know that devices are expensive. If you start with the one you have, over time, as you start making money or you save up, you can always improve in your device. And the truth is that it's not just all about gadgets, because sometimes you see me doing if I do these cooking videos, or I'm doing content like that, when I'm restyling, I don't even use those my lights, the light and the tripod stand. Sometimes you're cooking, you just use the camera direct, because maybe it will take you more time to start fixing, to be doing the angling and all of that. So And based on how you want to present your content, you may not want everywhere to be showing. Yes, like me now, I like coming to this my brown cotton. So you don't have an excuse. Like, you're waiting for your kitchen to look like Vicky James' kitchen, and your furnitures, and then your cookways to look like that. If at all, or you want to do cooking content, no, you shouldn't be. I mean, me personally, I like people that are contented and confident. There are people that I watch, they use firewood to cook in YouTube. Like, when I want a touch of that village vibe, even it reminds me again how to survive in an environment that they don't have all these sophisticated social amenities. Like, even say how to do that fire, back then it used to be a skill. So you can do, even if you have stove. I'm just saying, for instance, or you have a 3 kg gas cooker, that kind of thing. I'm even looking out to see more men, doing content on cooking, because it's going to eradicate this mindset that some Africans have, that cooking should be meant for only women. So there is more to share. So just start if you want, yes, and then be confident. Just watch the other parts. Please, don't miss the next part, because I'm going to talk about the apps, for especially if you want to start YouTube content, you want to be doing other platforms, those apps that can be useful. So please stay tuned and follow for more. See you in another upload. Bye. Don't mind my outfit, is cold.